This is part 2 of how to make a rainbow loom dreidel. If you haven't watched the first part, please do that now and then come back to learn how to finish making your dreidel. So what it should look like now is it should look like one band on the end pins and then 2 on every center pin, back to just one band on the end. And if you flip to the other side, it should be the same thing. It should be one band on the end, 2 on all the middle, and then again a single band on the end. So if for some reason yours doesn't look like that, then just go back through, and if you have any extras on, just take them off until you have just one band on the ends and 2 in the center. So now I'm going to again add another layer, starting with the bottom left, and it's always going to be strung in the same way. So this is going to be our second layer out of 5 that we want to put on. That's stretched across the length of the 6 pins. And then I'm going to work my way back down. And so now what we want to do is remove just one, the bottom one from the far left pin, pull it over the top. Now we're going to be removing 2 from all the centers, the bottom 2. So from now on, for these next layers, it should be easy. It's always going to be the bottom 1 from the ends and the bottom 2 from the middles. So I'm just going to work my way up. This one gets 2 removed. And then 1 from the end. Flip to the other side and do the same thing. 1 from the end, and then 2 from the centers. And then back to the start, just 1. So I'm going to do 3 more layers, just the exact same as that. So I'm going to fast forward here. Now at this point you should have put on and taken off 5 layers using the length of the 6 pins. And now we want to move everything in so we can finish it off. So we're going to start with the bottom left. It should have just one band on it. You're going to pick it up, get it on your hook, and then move it up and diagonally to the right. And then you're going to take the single band that's on the top left pin and move that down and diagonally to the right, and just put it right on the top. And then there should be 2 more bands underneath that, so you want to take both of them off. So you're going to remove the bottom 1 and then a second. And then go to the other side, and again you want to remove the bottom 2 bands. And now we're going to go to the other side. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to take the bottom band, it should be just one band, move it up and diagonally to the left, then grab the band above this and move it down and diagonally to the left. And then again we want to take the bottom 2 bands off of each of the pins, just the end, take those 2, flip to the other side and take the bottom 2 bands off. And then you can push that down. Now we want to, at this point, put another layer on just on these 4 center pins. So I'm going to start at the pin, let's see, it's the 4th pin in from the left, and I'm going to stretch it up and diagonally to the right, and then I'm going to cross it with another band down and diagonally to the right. And now what I want to do once again is I want to move these end bands in from both sides. So what I'm going to do is take the bottom left band, again it's just one single band, put it up diagonally to the right, and then take the top left band and move it down and diagonally to the right. And you can push this down. You don't want it to come off. And then go on the other side and do the same thing. Grab the front right band, move it up and diagonally to the left, and then grab the back band and move that down and diagonally to the left. And now we want to take the bottom 2 bands from each pin off. So I'm going to do that now. Go up to the next and take the bottom 2. Go around to the other side. Again, remove the bottom 2. And then to the next one, remove the bottom 2. And then you want to push all of this down. And it should be coming out the bottom so you can help it come down. And now we want to add a couple more layers. So we want to start at the left and put it up diagonally to the right, and then put another band crossing it. And now we want to remove the bottom 1 band from each of the bottom. So we go around. And then I'm going to put another layer on in the same pattern. And then take the bottom 1 off. Of all the 4 pins. Push that down. And I'm going to do the same thing again. And then remove the bottom layer. And now I want to get ready to take the charm off. So I'm going to start, I have 2 bands on right now on every pin. So I'm going to start at the bottom left. I'm going to get both bands on my hook and move it up and diagonally to the right. I'm going to go to the pin to the right. Again, pick up both bands. There's going to be 2. And put them diagonally up to the left. Get them both on. So now what you can do is take the front layer off of your front row off of your loom, and you can take your hook and pick up 2 of the bands, leave it on your hook and go down through the next and pick those up as well. You can take it off of your loom and then take one end and loop it through the other. And then you can take a C-clip or an S-hook, or you can just take another band. I have a black band here. I'm going to just loop it through, and then I'm going to grab the both sides and loop one through the other and pull. And then here is your dreidel. Now, what you can do is once you've taken it off, you can try and reshape it a little bit. The top you want to be more square, so if you want you can pull the sides out a little bit to try and make it more square looking. Unfortunately, when you have to finish off the charm, the bands have to work their way in, and so it tends to have more of a round shape up top than a square shape. But you can play around with it and try and get it more squared off. Now when you're ready to add your letter to your dreidel, what you want to do is get a couple of bands in whatever color you'd like. So I have 3 black bands, and I'm going to be making the letter Hey. So what I want to do is take my hook, see where I want the letter to start, reach through the back, and then I want to take the color and pull it through to the other side, and then let it go. And then I want to see where I want the top of that band to be for the letter. Again, reach through the back, and then grab the black band, and again pull it through to the back. So you're going to have 2 loose bands coming out the back. Just let that go for now. And now I want this band to go across here, across the top. So again, I'm going to reach through from the back, and then I'm going to grab hold of the black band, and again I'm going to pull it through so it comes through. You can see I've hooked one of the blue ones, so I got to get that off of there. And then I want it to stretch across the top, so I want to see where I want my hook to come out, so I'm going to again reach through from the back, and then grab the black band and pull it through. So now I'm going to have 4 loose black bands on the back. And now I want my next band to come down. So I'm going to, once again, I'm going to start at the bottom this time and put my hook through, grab the band, and pull it through to the back. And now I want it to come up here. So I'm going to reach through again and grab hold of the other side and pull it down. So now on the back I should have 6 loose bands, and I want to get them tied off so they don't come apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on at one of the bands, put it through my hook, pick up another one, and loop one through the other. Then I'm going to just go up to another band, get it on my hook, again loop one through another, go to the next, keep doing the same thing, looping one through the other, and then I'm coming over here. I have 2, so I'm going to just grab them both and loop them through. And now I want to take a clip. So I have a C-clip here, and I just want to hook those 2 loose bands through here so it doesn't come apart. And then here is my dreidel.